In case you missed this week's The 110 Nation Sports Show, Mario and Mr. C.J. Sports got into the topic of the XFL, USFL, and NFL. Listen in.
Over the last week or two, there's been a reoccurring event that I find to be very fascinating. I find it to be exactly what I was hoping these two leagues would provide, what these two leagues essentially would help do for the NFL. And I'm talking about the XFL and the USFL, and more specifically right now, because USFL is still playing, the XFL. We have seen a lot of players over the last couple weeks sign to the NFL from the XFL. May 17th, Elise Mack, tight end, went to the Tennessee Titans. He played for the San Antonio Brahmas. Willie Taylor, linebacker, signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was playing for Arlington Renegades. Daniel Whelan, punter, signed with the Green Bay Packers from the DC Defenders. Wide receiver Hakeem Butler went to the Steelers. That was playing for the Battle Hawks. Charles Rambo, wide receiver, went to Philadelphia, was playing for the Guardians. I can continue to go down this list of names that the XFL on one side of the coin lost and is obviously going to hurt some of the quality of the XFL, because now you're losing obviously NFL quality players that was playing in the XFL. But at the end of the day, this to me is what the XFL and the USFL was for. One, it gave us a bridge of football in between the NFL season. The NFL season ended, the XFL started. The XFL ended, and it was wrapping up, the USFL started. And then by the time the USFL wraps up, we're looking at OTAs, we're looking at preseason, we're looking at all those things getting ready for the NFL season, and we get to see players sign, players that stand out. Mario, what's your thoughts about the NFL kind of cherry picking players? But what's your thoughts on this?
I believe my thoughts are it's kind of is doing his job. You know what I mean? You got people that's showing their talent on other leagues, being able to come to the NFL and show what they can do. You know what I mean? As far as getting invited to OTAs and training camps and things like that, that's a big thing, because you never know. You can get a job and get on the roster.
Your Carolina Panthers have got them a couple players. They got Gary Jennings, wide receiver, out of the St. Louis Battle Hawks, and Jordan Thomas, tight end, out of the Orlando Guardians. So your team is obviously taking an advantage of be able to sign some of these top players out of the XFL. I wish the USFL would have a little more different rules. It's one of the things I like about the XFL. They got different things. Because at the end of the day, I wanted some of these things to integrate into the NFL to help improve the flow of the game, the quality of the game, and at the end of the day, the excitement of the game. And there's some things about the XFL that I do like. I really love the whole 2, 3, and 5 point conversion, or how many point conversions you get versus just the kicking the ball. I really wish that we would do something different, just moving it back a few yards. Yes, the percentage of extra point guaranteed have gone down, but I still want teams to kind of work for it more versus just kicking the ball and be done with it. So I do like that with XFL. There's a few things that the XFL does that I do like, that I wish the NFL does adopt at some point or another. The USFL kind of more reflects the NFL, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just wish they would change up a few things just to see what works, what doesn't work. You can always change it back or modify them, but at the end of the day, the NFL is watching this stuff to help improve their league, and I know some of these things the NFL will adopt and have been watching when it comes to both leagues. I know there's a couple quarterbacks. Definitely the one that sticks out to me in the USFL is not him. I had his name pulled up, and he was so far down on the list. I was surprised because they have a lot of quarterbacks in front of them that I kind of surprised me. that they felt. It was the Birmingham quarterback. Where'd he go to? Blah, blah, blah. No. And he was not that far down. One they were talking about the other day. I was watching this game. They was talking about his eating schedule. He eats like 6 times a day. In phenomenal shape. He's got the quarterback. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank with the long hair. They actually make fun of him. Alex McCoo of the Birmingham Stallions has been playing phenomenal. I am very impressed with his athleticism and his quarterback. 4-year starter for the was a 4-year starter for the Panthers. 9,000 yards, 65 touchdowns during his career. He's played with Houston, Seattle, and Jacksonville. He bounced around, but now it's playing phenomenal with the Birmingham Stallions. Now, I don't know if that's more of a product of the quality, product of a lesser product in the USFL versus the NFL. But I would like to definitely see him get another opportunity of the NFL. I've been very impressed watching him out of the USFL. I know you got the opportunity a couple weeks ago to watch the USFL. Watching it firsthand, what was your thoughts of the quality of it? Are these players, some of these players, and it even applies to the XFL, is this more about the lesser quality that some of them stick out, or are the players you've gotten to watch, do you feel that some of these are NFL quality players?
Oh yeah, as far as watching it live, you can definitely see that there is NFL talent out there as far as the speed of the game, the movement of the game, the hitting of the game, passing. So everything's definitely there. So it's definitely a good league. Definitely a good league for the NFL to pick players here and there, and like I say, see what they can do in training camp. And see if they can make an NFL roster.
What was the attendance like there?
It wasn't too full. It was halfway full. Less than half, I would say.
Was you surprised either way? Surprised as many as was there, or surprised there wasn't more?
I was more surprised of the attendance there. It kind of caught me off guard, like, okay.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel